When we think of the word jurisdiction, the first meaning is like, if you're subject to jurisdiction, you're subject to the authority. One doesn't say, oh, what that means is a certain kind of allegiance. So the text of the clause, I think, does not support you. You're using some pretty obscure sources to get to this.
Of your position, if accepted, is this president or the next president or a Congress or someone else could decide that it shouldn't be prospective, that the government could move to unnaturalize people who were born here of illegal residents.
To the government's argument, temporary visitors and undocumented immigrants are still governed by their home countries, can have allegiance to two different sovereigns. Those groups can't have the requisite allegiance to be subject to the United States. You obviously have permanent allegiance based on being born in whatever country you're from. That's what everybody recognizes. But you also have local allegiance when you are on the soil of other sovereign. Are you suggesting when a baby is born, people have to have documents, present documents? Is this happening in the delivery room?
Children of ambassadors, children of enemies during a hostile invasion, children on warships. And then you expand it to the whole class of illegal aliens. I'm not quite sure how you can get to that big group from such tiny and sort of idiosyncratic examples.
It's striking that in none of the debates we have parents discussed. We have the child's citizenship, and the focus of the clause is on the child, not on the parents. And you don't see domicile mentioned in the debates.
Section 5 of the 14th Amendment has here that gives Congress the power to enforce the article, the 14th Amendment, by appropriate legislation. Does that give Congress room here?
I can imagine it being messy in some applications. If you're looking at parents, and if you're looking at parents' domicile, then you have to adjudicate both residence and intent to stay. What if you don't know who the parents are?
An old theft statute that was enacted well before anybody conceived of a microwave oven, and then afterwards someone is charged with the crime of stealing a microwave. The fellow says, well, I can't be convicted under this because the microwave oven didn't exist at that time. And what we're dealing with here is something that was basically unknown at the time when the 14th Amendment was adopted, which is illegal immigration.